What it do? I'm talking about. Let's chop it up.
Welcome back to the Let's Chop It Up podcast. We appreciate you for joining us. You some real ones, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go check out everything we got. Today, we blessed, right? We got my brother, Will4Real.
What up, what up?
My boy, Crazy Chris.
What it do?
My boy, Elox. And yours truly, Mo. We back on the Let's Chop It Up podcast, man. Today, man, bro, people don't know that video you dropped, a lot of work went into it.
A lot of work, bro.
Matter of fact, if y'all haven't seen it, we'll drop a couple clips and we'll make sure we link it. But
We on display.
Yeah.
can you,
Like we slapped out, screwed up, and chopped Wednesday, Sunday.
come on,
Yeah.
Man, that song jams, bro.
What,
You
what-
did your thing.
what's it called?
S.L.A.B.S.
S.L.A.B.S.
Slow, loud, and bang is the old
Yeah.
acronym, right? But it's show love always, bro.
Flipped it.
Show
We
love
flipped
always.
it, man, for
Man,
Christ.
man.
Yeah.
Already.
What inspired just that title alone? What inspired that title?
Man, sitting in the studio with Overflow. Shout out to DJ Overflow.
Shout out.
Shout out. man.
And I heard the beat and was like, man, it's got old school bounce like that, you know, that bass line.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it had kind of like that H-Town flavor and it brought it to the new school. So I was like, man, when I got the hook, I was like, okay, yeah, show love always, bro. But, you know, it's all about love in H-Town anyway, right? We always like showing love, chunking up the dudes,
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Right, but
You know what I'm saying?
it's a part of the culture, and that's, I think, what Christ is all about, engaging culture
Yeah.
and going out into the community. He ain't come to heal the healthy, he came to heal the sick, right?
Amen.
So we're engaging culture with show love always, bro. And, you know, that's culture anyway, man.
That beat
Show
is so
love, bro.
funky, man. When Overflow had sent me the beat, and he's like, "Hey, tell me what you think about this track," and I was like, "Bro, this sounds like Nate Dogg." It originally, when I heard it, I'm like, "That sounds like Nate Dogg and somebody from H-Town had a baby," and it was like a.
Oh, you was the one who said
Yeah, I
that.
told him, I was like, "Bro, that sounds so West Coast, but so H-Town throwback, classic
Oh,
at
that's
the
what's
right
up.
time." Like,
Yeah, I
love
remember
it
he
when-
said you said that, but he didn't tell me it was you at the time.
Yeah, that was me.
And it also has like a Montel Jordan a vibe to it as well.
Yeah. Like
this
you
is
know,
how
like
we do
a-
it.
Before he,
This is
before
how-
he, I was about to
This
say
is how we
before he
do
got
it.
saved, but his worship music because he
This is how we
makes
do
worship
it.
too.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Nah,
That's
but
what's up.
the song is dope, and to me, I know when it initially dropped, it happened right before what happened.
The day George Floyd passed, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. And
that's
that's
what
why
it
you
is.
guys didn't release it, right?
Yeah, we released it, but we didn't push it
Like
as
push
much.
it, yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
didn't,
It was-
it was very sensitive at that
Oh, yeah,
time.
definitely.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, we waited and I was like, okay, what we gonna do now? Like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, me and you had talked and we had already kind of started talking about ideas, but it was so sensitive at that time.
It
with
was
the
a minute
pandemic,
before-
as well as,
Yeah.
George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and all of the, protesting and everything. It was so much. But we got back on it.
Let me ask you a question. How did the recording process go? Was it smooth?
Let me say this. When he first gave me that beat and I got the hook in the first verse, I was working and we couldn't connect as far as our schedule, as far as everything that was going on that first semester of 1920 school year. And then as I stepped out in November, I was like, man, I'm finna write this second verse before I even tell Overflow I'm ready to get back in the studio.
Yeah.
And so we finished it. We got into this next year, and then the pandemic hit.
Yeah,
And the reason I asked that is because it seems like ever since like the beginning of the song, even with what happened with George Floyd,
Yeah.
they're like there's been a bunch of
Setbacks.
setbacks,
Yeah,
a bunch
adversity.
of adversity.
Yeah.
And the music video too. There was setbacks for the music video.
I mean, scheduling with doing the walkthrough,
Yeah.
getting together, like, he's working, I'm working, just to talk about the plans and the ideas. And then, we get closer to the date and we worried about the weather because the storm was coming.
Yeah,
And then,
exactly.
okay, it looks
Yeah.
good. And then, y'all, we're going to have to postpone. I think I'm going to have COVID, man. I'm
Yeah.
finna go get tested. Then I
Yeah.
ended up being positive and, oh, man, just everything, bro.
So we had everything basically like ready.
Ready.
We did the walkthrough. We had the schedule lined up, and then Will4Real gets COVID.
Yeah, the main guy.
why you do that, bro?
right?
Yeah, and this is the thing. It's like we had already put countless hours,
Yeah.
time into planning it, and then this happens.
Yeah. And then it was tough to try to continue and get back because it's like life don't stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get COVID and there's that pressure of, trying to make sure our kids don't get it and them being in and out of the house and us dealing with it, finances, whatever that comes with that, and that mental state that we were in, contact tracing, Houston Health Department calling us, and, that was tough, bro.
Yeah.
But then, to stay focused and push through the adversity, like, hey, man, we still got to get this done. What y'all got going on?
Yeah.
I got this going on. I got that going on. I think even working up to the first one, White Eye had it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's true.
And then post video is done, we had to get some more footage, and then in the editing process, C's gets it.
How did you meet Overflow? Have y'all been knowing each other for years, or how did that
Nah,
song
man, we
come
got
about?
connected. So I had a heart for a song, and I had a desire, I had a dream about the city actually, and we were talking about unity and everything earlier. But and I reached out to my boy Pastor Rod. Shout out to Union, Pastor Rod Vargas, about just my desire to create this music that was more unifying. And in my mind, I don't know if y'all remember, Thizzle had a song where he remixed the Chris Tomlin To the City, or
Yeah.
To the City.
Yeah.
So he remixed it and did like a whole rap song, like a sample on that. And so that's what I had in my head and in my dream. And he was like, bro, you need to hook up with my boy Overflow. And I was like, okay. So we connected. We had some ideas. We were going to try to chop it up, get to the studio, whatever, but it never happened. But I went over to Union and was a guest worship leader. And he was like, bro, we never connected, man. Let's connect. And I made it a point. I was like, okay, this week, let's connect. And we vibed. Like 2 weeks later, I went back. He had sent me some tracks. And he sent me that one in particular. And I came back to the studio with the hook ready.
Man. That was 2019?
That was 2019, yeah. And so from that is history, you know what I mean? It was just like, this the song we're gonna focus on, this is the song we're gonna create. We got some other ideas, some other stuff we kind of put down, but this the one we're gonna go with. And then I went back to work.
And it was a banger.
Yeah,
History was
and it's,
made.
it's such a hit, and it's such an impactful song that I think the enemy was trying to throw all kind of adversity
real.
against it
That's
for it
what I
not to
believe.
happen, because it's like, it ain't no coincidence, bro.
Come
You know what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
Like when I hear that song, it makes me want to dance, and I'm not even a dancer. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it makes you want to dance,
I
and
start
it's,
doing
it's
the South
uplifting,
Side.
and it's engaging the culture, but it's
Yeah.
also encouraging the culture
Yeah.
that like, man, we got to show love, bro. And it's
Yeah,
not only
yeah.
talking to the non-Christians, but
Yeah.
specifically to the Christians. Like, we got to show love always, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and I love the song.
Yeah,
and
so whatever.
So I noticed when I was like, man, why is all this stuff happening? It seems like there's setbacks. The devil mad. He don't want this to happen, man.
Yeah,
So-
and I know old school say that, like, you talking on the phone, you got a good conversation, and click, or I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Phone drop. Oh, the devil mad. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I really believe that to a certain degree, man. We don't have to be super spiritual about it. Like, the enemy, wants to stop and, put a stronghold, or when he sees that you are powerful, when he sees that you are gonna make impact in the kingdom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Facts.
we dealt with it the whole time through this whole process. But I'm excited that we're getting to a point where it's an incline. People are being impacted by it. Now the video, now you can see a visual journey, and we're gonna continue. It's almost like a movement.
Let's go back to who was all involved in the video.
Yo. All right. So first off, I gotta give a shout out to Elos.
I was setting them up.
I heard that name before. I wonder who that is.
Who's that?
Yeah, Elos from the jump, man, just had a heart for the song. Both of you guys, from when we dropped it, we were feeling the love a little bit at the beginning of the day, but obviously when we got to the thick of the day and the George Floyd video went viral, and before that, you guys were like, man, this is a dope song,
Yeah.
And you can sense that you guys were tangibly with your hands wanting to support and, put some effort to how can we make this more impactful?
Yeah.
How can I use my influence or whatever I can bring to the table for the kingdom? And so Overflow was like, hey, bro, this is Elos. Reach out to him. We through social media or whatever, but no, here's his number now. Holler at him, man. He might have an idea for your. Originally, it was my shirt.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, just reach out to him. He got an idea with the cover, and we redid the cover, and the next thing you know, he's like, bro, whenever you want to do the video, just let me know. But I'm gonna tell you, bro. Y'all know how he is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. When we start doing the video, bro, it's go time. Like,
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. I talked to him
You
that
sound
way.
a lot like him. That was kind of creepy. I had to look over, make sure he wasn't
I
talking.
could just imagine one question. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, Let me ask you a question. So I was like, okay, I gotta take that for what it's worth. I hear you in the midst of dealing with the tension and throughout the social injustice and the pandemic. And then I came back and talked to him like, hey, bro, I'm ready to focus on it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's meet, bro. And we're going to do this, bro. I'm going to get with the team. And he brought y'all in. It's like, hey, bro, this is the team. This is how we operate. This is how we move. Bet, man, I'm at y'all full disposal. Let's do it.
And the thing is like, I can't do it by myself. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I won't be able to help you by myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, bro, like you might think that I'm doing this stuff on my own, but it's like nah, man. I operate with Chris, with Mo, and with White.
Whiteout, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we all do different things.
Yeah.
And
So
you caught us at a good time because that was the beginning of Purifier.
Yeah.
And
Before we got really busy.
Yeah. I didn't know y'all was doing that until halfway through the process. You're like, I don't know if you know, bro.
We just
Yeah.
started a record label.
I was like, whoa, okay, cool, man, bet. That's good.
Shout out to Purifier Entertainment.
Because one thing is that it's like when it comes to Chris, because I was like, hey, I really want Chris to help direct the video.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris, co-director.
Because
He's a cool dude. I heard of him.
Yeah.
Because Chris
Crazy
is
Chris, I
like
think.
I trust Chris in regards to being a visionary on a project and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, so I'm very confident in him.
Yeah.
So so from the get, man, it was really exciting to start, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And I appreciate it, man. I echo what you say. I couldn't do it by myself because you have a vision, you have an idea, but of course the Bible says write the vision and make it plain so that those that see it can run with it. And you guys literally like took off like to the races with my vision. Yeah. And I appreciate it, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it took, you had a lot of creative input in it too, man. You had a lot of great ideas. And one thing about me is like, I think I get some really good ideas, but without a team, they just fizzle out.
They
You know
good
what I'm saying?
ideas.
So yeah, they're good ideas, but then they're like, what
it.
happened to that?
Yeah.
But I like, especially since I started working with the team, is like, this is the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody needs to have a team. So the people that are working by themselves is like,
No man is an island.
exactly.
It's too much work to do something by yourself.
Yeah.
Man. It's hard, man.
Brought on Elos. Who else?
And then we brought on C.
Oh, C's, yeah, C's.
We
So
brought on
yeah,
C's.
he asked me, man, who I had in mind, and of course there are like, the usuals, his Select Media, my guy ASAP in Dallas. I think I was kind of zeroed in on his Select, but he was like, man, have you heard of C's? And I was like, he shot the Gangsta's Paradise video, and I was like, oh yeah, let's do that. And it made more sense because
He's
he
located.
was
He's local.
he's local. He was a part of the vision and the process.
Yeah.
And we were able to grow together.
Yeah.
There were not to mention the adversities, but outside of the adversities, we were able to learn each other and kind of grow in the process. And now I think that has been beneficial not only for you guys, but for moving forward.
Yeah,
So whatever we do as creators, we now know how each other operates.
Yeah.
And we know exactly how we need to convey it, how we need to communicate, how we need to move,
I think what you're saying is very true, bro. But it's like we had to understand that and come to know that through all of the challenges, through all of the issues.
Yeah.
And one thing is that it's like, as challenging as this video was, like I'm very thankful that I was a part of it because I learned so much because of all the mistakes that we did.
I think we sometimes discredit going through something. I think I was talking to somebody the other day about it. Like you can't avoid it. You can't try to go around it. You can't try to go above it. You got to go through it because there's something that you're going to get in the storm.
And make sure while you in there, you get every lesson that you're supposed to learn
Every single
before you
lesson.
come out.
Just
And
imagine if they
pray
hadn't
all the
been-
way through it.
Yeah, just imagine if they hadn't been in the storm with Jesus. They wouldn't have got that lesson, peace be still. They wouldn't have got that lesson of faith. They wouldn't have had that confidence in the Messiah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there's something in the storm that he wants you to get.
Yeah.
You know.
Because there was a lot of issues. Like, for example, there was and not to like call them out or nothing, but there was some people that were supposed to come, you know what I'm saying, with cars, and last minute they just didn't show up.
Yeah. I think we shorthanded ourselves with the schedule.
Definitely.
Right. So that was one of the a big issue is that we didn't have enough footage.
Yeah.
And it does go back to the schedule because it's like we kind of like scheduled everything, and we didn't leave enough room
Right.
Yeah.
for
Right.
things to kind of, if things kind of went a little bit too long.
Yeah.
What we should have done is, I think C's mentioned it, and we should have started earlier.
It was a lot, bro. A
Yeah.
lot of factors that, affected how we moved and how we taped that day. But then we had another conversation, and we were able to be mature about the conversation and say, hey, how can we get better?
But
here are the things that we need to reevaluate. Let's get some more footage.
so so before us having to need more footage, because this is the way C's works. You know what I'm saying? C's my big bro. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he
Shout
I
out
hope
Z,
he,
bro.
I hope he doesn't get mad that I'm saying some of these things. But the way C's works is that if he has all the footage that he needs, man, he'll get you back the video in 2-3 days, because he already edited the whole video in his head.
Right. As he
While-
was shooting.
while he's shooting,
You know what I'm saying?
And I'll go back to the idea of some shots took a lot longer than they were supposed to.
Oh,
Like
a lot longer.
at my
yeah.
house.
Opening shot, it was like, if you look at the video, it's like
Oh
3
my
seconds long.
God.
Yeah, and it's
And
super,
this is
super
Will
dope. It's
Will
super
brushing
dope.
his teeth, you know what I'm saying? And we had set up the lights inside the shower, you know what I'm saying? And running extension cords.
Yeah,
It's
they
a whole
don't-
lot. People don't
They don't know,
understand,
they don't
man.
know the
Yeah.
half, bro. But
But-
to get that good shot.
But that
Yeah.
that picture,
we had
that
shot that like 7 or 8
Beautiful.
times, bro. And he got what he wanted.
Yeah.
That's the perfect example. And so our schedule got behind, and we didn't get as much footage like that shot for a lot of the other shots.
Yeah.
The
And
day
then
started beating
daylight
us.
savings.
Yeah.
We ran out of daylight
We ran out of
earlier
daylight,
than
yeah.
we expected, so that
Yeah.
killed everything. Too.
And I know I was annoying you guys, but
Definitely, yes.
but-
No, I'm just playing, man.
but initially it's like, we should have scheduled it into 2 days.
Yeah.
But I was on you guys the whole time, like, hey, we need to be over here at this location now.
Yeah.
And you guys were like, oh no, we need to do this. We need to get this.
And I apologize. I'm apologize on air. All right, everybody, document this. Nah, I already
For real,
apologize.
because
to
these
him.
don't ever have enough.
But that was one of the main things was C's didn't have no. He would keep to
He was stepping
himself.
back, yeah.
But when we were leaving from Mo's house to the next location, C said, "Man, this will be a really dope drone shot right here." And I said, "We ain't got time, bro. We got to go to the next location." I'm looking at the paper. We're already like 30 minutes over the time we're supposed to be. And he's like, "Bro,
man.
and mind you, Caesar's in the back of my pickup truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Riding with the camera, getting the slab shots, the rolling shots. And he's like, "Bro, this will be a really tight shot." And I'm like, "You know what? I don't want to quench his creativeness."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Let me pull over." Pulled over, and to me, those are my favorite shots of the whole video.
Where we're rolling.
Yeah, the drone shots of y'all rolling are the best shots to me. I love they look so crisp.
And he was actually zooming in and everything on those.
So
man.
I'm glad we got him. But while he's doing that, Elo is blowing me up, and I'm ignoring this call. Like
he already at the next location by BBB.
he like, "Bro,
the
where
thing.
y'all at?" And I felt bad, but I felt like I had to do it just because it was a spontaneous. It wasn't part of the plan, but I felt like it was.
Hey,
And a lot of times
drone shots aren't the easiest, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
And a lot of times spontaneous shots really work out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we actually had DJ Freddie B
Oh, he
and
was
his
hitting me
whole
too.
setup and his
Yeah.
whole concert.
Shout out to Freddie B.
Shout out, man.
And his whole entertainment company.
Appreciate
Fuego. The way he operates is he's gonna get there early.
Yeah.
He's gonna be set up. He wants to be efficient, and he kind of operates, with multiple moving parts, just like you guys do.
Yeah.
And so he was kind of like, "Hey, bro." And then the first day we were supposed to shoot, we didn't think we were gonna get the good weather.
Yeah.
We got the good weather, but this day it looked like it may rain.
Oh,
We
it
got-
sprinkled a little
it
bit.
sprinkled a little
And we
bit.
had the drop top
He was
slab, and we're like, "It's about to rain, bro.
And
It's
that boy
sprinkling."
was like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna set up inside." I was like, "Man, hold up, bro. I'm talking to y'all. Like, hold up."
The original date that we were supposed to shoot, we were supposed to have an entire outreach.
That's what I was
COVID testing. Like,
Oh,
it was
man.
supposed to be, the original plan was like the video is secondary to the outreach.
And that was a whole conversation and video call in and of itself about like, do we really want to do this? Like, I had, ministries and partner, people that I know love the kingdom and want to help me with this effort. They were on deck for that first day, and I get a call out the blue from my partner who connected me with the orange line slabs. The orange line slabs didn't come through because they were uncertain of the second day, and it was just so much, bro.
And then after you got COVID, everybody was like, "Oh no, we want to go out to the video now." Nah.
like,
How they doing it over there?
Man, everybody got COVID. I don't know.
They don't be wearing masks? No.
I don't know, bro. We was like, man, we do not want to be an event where people said, man, I went to the Will4Real, show love always, bro. Shoot,
I got
man,
COVID.
and got
Somebody
COVID.
else, me too. If you were infected at the S.L.A.B.S
here we
video
go in
shoot,
Houston.
you may be compensated.
Right, people
Health
over here.
department contacting, you guys had an event.
Going back to the idea of the video with Siege, you know what I'm saying? He made the amount of people that we had, he made it look like a concert, you know what I'm saying?
We telling
he
y'all
played with
now,
it, you know what I'm
man,
saying?
that mug.
It was like 6 people total, including us. No, and there's 4 or 5
it was
of us
like
here.
60. It was like, nah.
Yeah. If you watch the video, it's 60. But in all reality, because of COVID, we're gonna be real with y'all.
It was dope, and I've seen videos of you worshiping and stuff. For those of y'all that don't know, Will4Real is a worship leader. You know what I'm saying? Anointed, talented person.
Stop.
And nah, for real.
God is good.
Boy, stop.
For real, Will4Real. Nah,
For real, Will.
but so I seen that, and then hearing the song, I was like, okay, but seeing you at the video, when I seen you on stage,
he killed it.
bro, I was like, man, this boy got me crunk, bro. You was jumping, sweating. Even at one point, you stopped looking at the camera like,
Know what I'm
I was
saying?
convinced, bro. I'm like, oh man, hold up, bro. You're a dope performer, bro.
Yeah.
Man, appreciate y'all, man.
And
It's
that's
all
why
good.
And Overflow too. Overflow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
Overflow's OG.
Oh, my
Overflow ain't
God.
got to do much because he's got dreads. All he's got to do is this.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but
And then
y'all
all of a
ain't
sudden
seen
you're
this
like,
boy,
oh my
man.
God,
This,
it was so cold.
this boy can hold down a set by himself. I seen
Yeah.
this boy do a 30-minute EDM
Yeah.
Christian rave set.
I seen that. I seen that.
my
That was dope,
God,
bro. Yeah.
Just
Yeah, no, he's talented, and the song is dope. And even seeing you perform, bro, I got this beat, and I was like, oh, this is a Will4Real. I need Will4Real on a song, bro.
We gonna make
'Cause
it happen, bro.
It's
We
so
gonna make it
like,
happen.
it's so upbeat and crunk,
Bouncy,
bro,
yeah.
and that's tight. It's crazy for those of them, the people watching that only heard the S.L.A.B.S song and didn't know you were a worship leader, or those who knew you as a worship leader but didn't know you did rap songs. You the best of both worlds.
Hey,
man.
so
man,
you
I'm
rap
trying,
too?
bro. Yeah, I rap.
Oh.
Rap, worship, and
He
word.
killed the
Okay.
track. He killed the track.
No, yeah. So we ended up getting to For God's Glory, right?
Yeah.
So did y'all already know at this point that the slab line wasn't showing up?
We knew halfway through
Yeah.
because,
Okay.
well, we had to meet his partner with the choppers came through. That was spontaneous.
Yeah.
Hey, appreciate him.
Appreciate him. What's his name?
The homie Paul. Shout out to Paul, man.
Shout out for the choppers, man. That boy was rolling.
Sing
I
that
got
part
the-
one time. Sing
I got
that
the-
part one time.
Southside,
We roll.
Remember when I first saw them things?
Uh.
Now I shine cause he feel my heart, the whole thing. Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, we got that call. We made that connect. Stopped at the Burger King so we can swing through on Harrisburg, right?
know what I'm saying?
And I made the call one more time. He was like, man, tell him to go on and come. Hit my boy up. He was like, man, he hadn't washed the car. He just got off work, man. And I don't think everybody else in pocket. I was like, I ain't tripping. So we were able to accumulate
Yeah.
other footage and have a discussion and, I guess reassess the new footage we had, extended the old footage, and still gave us the journey we were looking for.
Yeah.
From,
And-
starting from my house or Mo's house. Shout out to Mo's family.
For sure.
Starting from my house, picking me up, hey bro, I'm outside. Oh, you outside? Let me, and getting to the studio or whatever, and taking that journey through the city, and then finally getting to the destination.
And you know what? And if we wouldn't have had all these issues and us like pushing through, it wouldn't have became what it became. Like I told you from the beginning, like you have to be the one that's running.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of let us catch up. Because if you're running, bro, I'm gonna run with you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But nah, shout out Will4Real, man, because you actually like took the time to write everything out.
Yeah,
to get
man.
everything organized. And the thing is, like, in the time that we live in today, man, it's so hard to just stop what you're doing to focus on one thing that's gonna take you some time to put together.
Bruh.
Especially if you got ADHD. Like,
Bruh.
No, yeah, and again, the first one, like, you had pulled a lot of stuff with contacting different churches, getting the slab line lined
trying
up,
to
the
get it
COVID
together, bro,
stuff,
yeah.
like, For God's Glory, getting him involved, like,
shout
That
out
was
to Marquise.
Shout
man.
out to come on. Shout out to Marquise,
Yeah,
bro.
heck yeah.
Like bro. So
for real. Hey,
Huge
that was
blessing.
really
He was a blessing for
that was
real.
really an audible.
yeah.
Chris was like, man, For God's Glory, blah blah blah. They just got a new spot. Chris done sent us the Google Maps, satellite pictures and everything. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop by. And it was just like a divine connection because we sat there and talked for like an hour and a half. Shout out to For God's Glory Moving Company.
Yeah.
We just connected, bro. And that's what Kingdom is about. Like, okay, you need help building. I'm gonna help you stack some bricks.
Yeah.
And if I'm not doing nothing, I'm finna help you stack some bricks. And if you got you know, something that you build, and I'm gonna come and help you stack your bricks too, because that's what it's all about. So we can all have a house where people can come to and get what they need, right?
Yeah.
So that's really what it was about with For God's Glory. That was just a divine connection, man.
And he
he's a
actually
bro.
made the hat for you, huh?
Yeah, he made the hat for me.
I wish you would have brought a shirt, man, so people could see the
real.
shirt, bro.
He made the shirt.
Yes.
That boy buzzed out like
Superman.
Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? You put a
Show
Cam
love
Newton.
My boy in Dallas made the shirts. True Believer apparel. Yeah. Back in McKinney, Texas.
Well, we're working on getting some merch from you, man. 'Cause
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
buy a shirt.
I was
You
about
got
to say that.
Yeah, man.
Where's
We're trying to
it
get
at?
T-shirts. We're trying to get hoodies, sailor caps.
I like the cap.
Snapbacks, beanies, whatever, bro. We trying to get it in, man. It's a movement. It's a movement. Yeah.
It is, man. And going forward, right? Like, what else do they have to look forward? Because you are a worship leader, right?
Yeah.
But as far as an artist, what do they have to look forward to?
So right
He has
now,
a feature with Crazy Chris coming up.
Oh yeah. Just set that up.
feature with
You know,
Crazy Chris,
exclusive.
Purifier. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm
Collaboration. I'm working with Overflow with some stuff, man. We just completed a dope track with Trill Lowe's. Shout out to Trill Lowe's
Trill Lowe's.
and Fire Garza. Dope Spanglish track, man. I jumped
that
on.
boy fire everywhere.
Everywhere,
Yeah.
bro. So we just got through with a track, you know, trying to slate when that's gonna drop, you know, considering the new year and everything and everybody else's schedule and things dropping. We don't want to just drop everything at one time. Got an idea to start working on the album.
I was just about to ask. We got an album or something coming?
Yeah, working on that, and as well as a collaboration
that.
worship album with Overflow. Me and my sister are doing the thing, and we've been working on that. So we're hoping to drop that, you know, sometime latter first quarter.
You talking about like your blood sister or,
Yeah, my
or
real
sister in
sister.
Christ?
Yeah, my real sister.
Real sister,
Yeah,
that's what's
yeah.
up.
So my sister and my brother-in-law, and they were shout out to all the people who contributed. And you know, I can't say I did this by myself.
Yeah.
You know, my sister and my brother-in-law have a ministry. I helped them start, and they are like, you know, basically my mentors. Me and my wife's marriage mentors. My brother-in-law is like my replaced father, literally. My father passed around when I was 11, and my sister started talking to my brother-in-law. So I helped them start a ministry back in 2007, and then I felt the inclination to move to Houston. But that'll always be my people, right?
sure.
Yeah.
So
Big
shout
shout
out,
out. Salute
So
to y'all.
yeah, amazing church. They contributed.
They sold into it, right?
Yeah. Me and my sister have always said we wanted to do music together, and so be on the lookout for that as well, man. We're doing some kind of new stuff.
I look forward to it, man. I love the song S.L.A.B.S. I'm excited to hear you got another song with Overflow, Trillos, Fire.
Yeah, man, that
and,
mug is-
and the
Bruh.
project with your sister. I'm excited to hear that, bro. You're super talented.
I want to do some encouraging things too, like minute nuggets, you know, and just encourage people, you know, show love always, bro. You know what I mean?
When are you and Overflow dropping the S.L.A.B.S remix?
That's another one. Crazy Chris, have you already dropped your verse?
Oh yeah, I dropped my verse long
So
time
what's
ago.
up with that?
I'm not sure. We had to
what's
get with
up,
Overflow and see.
Overflow?
Yeah, we had to get with
Now that the
Overflow and
video's
see.
out, you know what I'm saying? Then you hear the remix.
And
later
that was the
on.
thing too. We wanted to try to. I think the video was the biggest thing we were trying to hurdle. So once we drop the video, we can kind of move forward with the life of the single, if you will, and the movement. And so now that the video is dropped and it's on the incline, I think the last time I checked, man, we're at like 1,800 views, man. And so y'all keep sharing it, you know, keep, you know, letting people know that, you know, it's a song that you can be impacted by.
We'll drop a link to it for sure.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's chopped and Drew. But shout out to DJ Disciple Drew, man.
Kingdom
Another
Business.
connection Eric made.
That's the
And,
homie right there,
Yeah,
man.
and then
Came
also
along.
DJ Overdose just dropped the lyric breakdown,
breakdown.
video.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Kingdom
Overdose,
Business
DJs.
Kingdom Business
along with Overflow.
DJs, Disciple Drew, all those boys, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Houston Christian United.
Yeah. John Jenkins.
Shout
Everybody
out,
who's
man.
been showing love, man, we appreciate it. And that's what this was all about, man, is unity.
It's unity. I
Showing
mean, you
love,
see
bro.
it, and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, it's tight because you see the unity going on in Houston right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you
bro.
see there ain't no way nobody can say ain't no CHH
There's
popping in
division.
H-Town. Like, nah, there's so
Nah,
much love right now. and-
We coming. That's all I'm gonna say. We coming. Y'all better watch. CHH ain't playing in H-Time.
For
Know
real.
what I'm saying?
So we got a lot to look forward to on Will4Real.
Yeah, bro.
More music coming,
More content.
more visuals coming. So
Yeah.
keep an eye out and an ear out for
Yeah.
Will4Real.
Man, I
Let the
appreciate
name
it.
be known.
Amen.
Where can they
Will for
find you
Real.
at?
At Will4Real Show. So WILL the number 4 REALSHOW. That's on any social media platform. Follow the music. Follow the journey.
Man, This has been a good one. I say that all the time, right? But it's true, man. Yeah,
Everyone, man, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all doing this, man. Y'all putting out some good content, good conversations, you know, things to be encouraged by, testimonies. I was really encouraged by Little Roddy's, bro.
Yeah.
And just hearing his story.
Shout out to Lil Roddy.
Yeah, shout out Lil Roddy. And everybody, man. Fire, man. I didn't know, you know, he went through with his wife, and I like, man, y'all doing this, bro. Y'all doing this. So shout out to
Praise
Pure
God.
Fire.
Yeah, all glory
and
to
let's
God.
chop it up.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Yeah, like I said, this has been a good one. You've been a real one for tuning in, being with us all the way to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Will, it's been a real one, bro.
My man.
We on display, like we slabbed out, screwed up and chopped and stay Sunday. Hold out elbows, yes sir, 84, rolling down the highway. Southside, break the